Thanks for watching County Report This Week. I'm Susan Kennedy. We start this week with the council's vote on an amended version of the proposed ambulance fee. A similar proposal was rejected by voters in 2010. However, County Executive Ike Leggett reintroduced the bill to offset the shift of teacher pension costs by the state. In the end, the council voted to approve the fee by a vote of 6-3. The fee would be charged to patients but paid by health insurance. People without health insurance and those below a certain income level would not have to pay the fee.
And so what was convincing to me was when the county executive in his approach this time said, we will make it very clear that no Montgomery County resident will be charged for anything for any reason. And that was good enough for me. And also that we're using someone from the Office of Consumer Protection to be a patient advocate. I can't think of anything more important than that right now. And also that the bill has a sunset date so that we can gather information, we can see if it's working.
Now within the bill, it does state very clearly that if you don't have insurance, you will not receive a bill. We have created a position in the Department of Consumer Protection, which is very important to make sure that if there are any types of issues or misinformation, that they're going to be addressed. You know, all of these different components are really, really critical, in my opinion, in making sure that the public then understands.
Councilmember Phil Andrews has vigorously fought the fee when it came before the council in the past. He says the measure could go to referendum to be decided once again by the voters of Montgomery County.
It was a very bad move for the council to override the voters' clearly expressed decision, and it wasn't an advisory opinion, it was a decision. There was a lot of campaigning. People are smart in Montgomery County, and they decided that they didn't want ambulance fees for anyone as a public policy. And so, of course, time will tell if we have a referendum on this issue again, but I wouldn't be surprised.
County Executive Leggett praised the council for its approval of the EMS reimbursement fee.
If you look at the facts, this is a very, very clear case. We are the only jurisdiction in the entire region without this. There are none of these horror stories that people have talked about to realize. We are already paying for this. We could collect huge amounts of money from the federal government as a result of this. $17 million a year when we've just been handed from the state a huge budget challenge to us, about $400 million. This is something we should do, and I hope that message gets out loud and clear. The county council decided to adopt this, and I want to thank them for their leadership in this role. But I think the rest of the citizens of Montgomery County should understand what the facts are, and I think if so, they would vote appropriately if there is, in fact, a referendum on this matter.
Members of the Maryland General Assembly convened for a special session on May 14th, and by midweek, an agreement was reached on a package of bills, including an income tax increase. The bill would increase state income taxes on individuals who make more than $100,000 a year in taxable income and couples who earn more than $150,000 a year. 40% of the money raised from the income tax hike would come from Montgomery County. Exemptions for these taxpayers would also be reduced. Taxes on cigars and smokeless tobacco would also increase. Governor Martin O'Malley called the special session to avert about $500 million in cuts that the General Assembly approved after lawmakers failed to pass a similar tax package last month by the regular session deadline. A proposed 16-pump gas station in Wheaton has resulted in new legislation at the council level. Several council members have expressed their concern over Costco's plans to put a gas station just yards away from a neighborhood swimming pool and homes. Councilmember Mark Elrich has introduced a zoning text amendment that would ban mega gas stations from locating within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, hospitals, or other areas used for recreation.
The ZTA represents the legitimate use of zoning in order to protect public health, safety, and welfare. I found that the more I read about gasoline, about emissions, and particularly about emissions during idling, the more I came to realize that the current law did not reflect the current state of the scientific understanding of the health effects of emissions. As this understanding has evolved, we as public officials have an obligation to ensure that our laws reflect our current knowledge. Put another way, once we know something, we can't not know it.
The council also sits as the Board of Public Health, And when this issue came to my attention by the people standing behind me who live in the closest proximity to this mega station, it was clear to me that we had to use our voices as members of the County Council to stop this situation from moving forward.
The county's Customer Service Center, MC311, has reached a milestone. 311 is the number where residents can call and obtain non-emergency government information and services. And as Lorna Virgili tells us, many of you have already dialed that number. Lorna?
Susan, MC311 received its 1 million call. That means that the customer service representatives here handle approximately 500,000 calls per year. The lines have rung non-stop for 2.5 years. These MC311 customer service representatives have handled 1 million calls and service requests from county residents.
It's very, very typical. Our transit calls are our #1 call getters every week. Our next ones tend to be around solid waste, so customers have lots of questions and requests for things around recycling, bulk trash, scrap metal pickups, that sort of thing. So that's our next biggest one. And then seasonally, finance can be a really big call getter.
Another top 20 request is residents asking for referrals to get food baskets from Mana Food Center. Mana, it's not a county agency, but in collaborations with the health department, 311 still offers the referral service. The customer service representatives continue expanding knowledge and information database in order to better serve residents.
It's a learning experience for me, and it's great to get to know all the different services that Montgomery County actually offers to the residents, and getting to know to what department they belong to. It's actually, for me, it's been very, it's been a learning experience, and I'm enjoying it, actually. I'm still learning.
Currently, the call center business hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., although they could be expanded in the summer.
We're taking a look at this summer possibly extending our hours. So we think we can possibly use our existing resources and just extend the day so that we'll possibly be available for after 5 o'clock for those transit riders who need help until 7 o'clock, finding out where they're going, when's the next bus coming, that kind of thing.
County residents can place requests 24/7 by visiting mc311.com. For County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
With summer season just around the corner and folks spending more time outdoors, health officials are urging them to protect themselves from tick bites to avoid Lyme disease. Lyme disease is transmitted by the bite of a bacteria-infected tick, and cases of the disease have become a serious health issue.
Symptoms can be wide-ranging, fatigue, sometimes swelling at the site where the tick was. But Lyme disease can often be confused with other infections and that sort of thing. So that's why it's important to go to your physician. If you've seen a tick bite, if you've taken a tick off of you, if you've seen that sort of bullseye marking.
Last year, there were close to 300 reported cases of Lyme disease in the county. The best defense against Lyme disease is to avoid tall grass, while in the woods, walk on mowed trails and wear light-colored clothing so that ticks can be seen and removed. For more information about Lyme disease, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/Lyme disease. Still to come on County Report This Week, Montgomery College recognizes a special scholar. And Montgomery County Public Schools put the spotlight on a group of high school seniors. We'll be right back. Welcome back to County Report This Week. Imagine sitting in a class and being told you've just been awarded the largest scholarship in the country. It happened at Montgomery College a few days ago when student Leslie Flores found out she had won the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Scholarship. She's the 7th Montgomery College student to do so.
Montgomery College student Leslie Flores was in for a surprise during class when it was announced that she was awarded a Jack Kent Cooke Scholarship.
I was studying the 4th and Fifth Amendment, and then I get this huge surprise telling me that I was a Jack Kent Cooke Scholar. So that was very exciting. I started shaking. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is it me? No, I don't think so, but it was me.
Leslie works so hard. She has so much energy. She's a natural leader. She's the president of Phi Theta Kappa, which is the Honor Society. She just cranks out work. She works on things ahead of time. When you want to ask her if she's done something or will she do something, she's already thought of it and done it.
Montgomery College changed my life a lot. I went from being very shy in person because, first of all, I didn't know the language, and then I became an ambassador, which I had to present in classrooms, and my public speaking skills improved a lot.
Leslie Flores is the 7th Montgomery College student to have won this scholarship since it began. She's the 2nd from the Rockville campus, and we're simply thrilled for her.
The Jack Kent Cooke Foundation's undergraduate transfer scholarship is the largest amount awarded to a community college student in the country. Leslie will be provided up to $30,000 for up to 3 years at the college or university of her choice. Leslie's hard work and ambition have impressed many at Montgomery College.
I met Leslie about a year ago when she walked into my office, plopped herself in my chair, and said, "I deserve to be a student ambassador because." And I looked at her and said, "Okay, now application, any of that?" She says, "No, I just wanted to let you know." And I said, "Okay." She has been an outstanding ambassador.
I would like to major on government and politics once I transfer to a four-year institution, because I feel that would actually help me get a knowledge to go to law school and to help my community and focus either in immigration law or criminal law.
Congratulations to Leslie Flores, Montgomery College's latest Jack Kent Cooke Scholarship winner.
Officer Rebecca Innocenti is here from Montgomery County Police, and she's here to tell us about a scam that's going on here in Montgomery County. Officer, what can you tell us about this scam?
Thank you, Susan. On March 12th, a Montgomery County police detective initiated a traffic stop near Georgia Avenue and International Drive in Silver Spring. It was determined that the driver, identified as Jose Luis Ventura, had a warrant for his arrest for failure to appear in court on a traffic citation. During that arrest, a handgun was found in his vehicle. Ventura was in possession of fictitious licenses, and detectives also found numerous photocopies of other people's personal paperwork in his vehicle. He was transported to the Central Processing Unit, but detectives began to investigate why he had all this paperwork belonging to other people in his vehicle. Through investigation, it was determined that Ventura and his girlfriend, now identified as Desiree Lauren Alvarado, were involved in a theft scheme. They targeted Hispanic individuals and told these individuals they could legally obtain Maryland licenses for these people. All these victims had to do was give Ventura approximately $1,500 to $1,800 each. Ventura would arrange for these victims, who often came in a van together, to meet him at the Motor Vehicle Administration on a prearranged date. The victims would hand over an envelope of money, and Ventura would tell these victims that he was going into the MBA to get them licenses. He actually left the property, and these victims never saw their money or Ventura again. The police department has identified 15 victims of this scam, and collectively, Ventura and Alvarado obtained approximately $24,000 from these 15 victims. The police department believes that there are more victims out there, and we're asking anyone who believes they have been a victim of this theft scheme of Alvarado and Ventura to please call our Hispanic liaison, Blanca Kling, at 240-773-5036.
Wow, that's some good police work. Thanks. Great information. Officer Rebecca Innocenti, Montgomery County Police. Performing arts talent was on display as 75 high school seniors were honored during a recent all-county celebration of theater, dance, and music. MCPS TV has the story.
2, 3, break a leg.
All right, guys, good job.
High school seniors who are dedicated to the performing arts were recognized and awarded at the 12th Annual Superintendent's All-County Performing Arts Gala at Rockville High School.
Tonight, I'm looking forward to sitting back, seeing our great kids perform. To all the students, I know you're in the back, but if you can hear me, we are so proud of you because you have done such great work.
9 spotlight performances from various high schools across the county showcase the exceptional talents of students who participate in theater and dance arts.
Most of the students that you saw here tonight that received awards have probably put in between 350 and 500 hours per show. It is doggone hard work.
There are so many things that the arts offer these students, and it kind of showcases not only their work on stage, but also in the classroom.
It's an honor, really, to be performing here with my whole dance company. Just performing for the superintendent is really a special honor. So.
This night represents all of the hard work I've been doing over the 4 years. Being able to be with some of these girls I've gone all through high school with, and I've been able to share these experiences with them.
This was the Wizard of Oz, and I'm the lion. From when I was a freshman, like starting in my first show in my high school, I've always known that theater was in my blood, and I feel like tonight is like a great recognition of like all my hard work that I put into theater in my past 4 years at Wooten High School.
They've earned this. They absolutely have. There's a reason I chose the kids that I chose. They have earned this, and I hope that they go on, and I know they will do great things later on in life, whether they continue in theater and dance. They will always have this as a part of their life.
This month is National Bike Month, and the city of Rockville is celebrating in more ways than one. Our Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer has the story. Bridget?
That's right, I'm standing here at an intersection on the Carl Henn Millennium Trail. It's the bicycle beltway that runs around the city, and this is an APS system, which stands for Accessible Pedestrian Signal. It's one part of the city's plan to be proactive about pedestrian safety. Bruce Cranford has been a cyclist for 3 decades. He's a supporter of the Millennium Trail.
Oh, I like it. It's very nice. I'd like to see it extended. Enjoy it.
Infrastructure amenities like the Carl Henn Millennium Trail make the city more bike-friendly. And during the month of May, the city is celebrating National Bike Month.
Bike Month is really just a great way to promote cycling as a viable means of transportation, and I think that's really the direction we're going in. And in order to encourage people to do that, do it safely, the city's really taken a lot of efforts to improve pedestrian and bicycle safety.
One of the ways the city does that is by focusing on the 3 E's.
When we put together our pedestrian and bicycle program and safety efforts, we really look at what we consider to be the 3 E's, and that's education, enforcement, and engineering.
The hope is that by educating the public on bike safety, enforcing traffic laws, and engineering infrastructure, the city can keep residents and visitors safe and encourage cycling.
It's fun, it's good for the environment, and it's a great way to enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the city.
For more information on the city's Bike Month events or about cycling in the city, go online to rockvillemd.gov/recreation/bicycling.
Up next on County Report, we'll show you how some county seniors are aging smart. And a visit to an agency that's part of the county safety net. Keep it here on County Report this week. Welcome back. Seniors make up one of the fastest growing demographics in Montgomery County, and MCM's Sonia Burke reports these residents want to stay active and involved.
This is the 4th year for the Active Aging Expo in Gaithersburg, and organizers say it's growing bigger every year. Hundreds of seniors turned out for the city's expo, which included a variety of activities, from free manicures and facials to seated chair massages and fitness classes. One of the event's highlights was a performance by the king himself. Organizers said it's important to host an expo like this because the senior population, defined as aged 55 and older, is on the rise.
The senior population in Montgomery County, as it is across the country, it's growing. I mean, right now we're somewhere in the 12 to 15% range, but it's anticipated by year 2020 we're going to be at about 25% of the population.
In fact, the number of residents living over the age of 85 is the fastest growing group of the senior population.
Those of us who are fortunate enough to live in Montgomery County have the largest age expectation. It's 83.1 years of any county in the country.
Several residents said they enjoyed the expo and they learned some valuable information.
I like it all. The entertainment, the different discussion groups they have in different rooms, and the variety of booths to give you the information that you may need in years to come.
Well, I've gotten a couple of things. One is how to clear a house you've lived in for 40 years. Made a contact there, have a name, and no, we're not planning on moving, but our house sure needs clearing.
But it's also fun. I'll get information today as well. So, and it's good to see the vendors and that they should be not only doing business, but should have a fun time as well.
Some of the vendors were hoping to sign up senior volunteers.
We're actually here because we're looking for teachers for our fall session. We work with a lot of retired scientists, teachers, retired anybody, so we're looking for teachers for the fall.
Some of the seniors we talked to said they are grateful for these opportunities to stay involved.
When I retired, what I missed most, people. I missed the people contact.
If you missed the Active Aging Expo, organizers say it'll be back next year. Just check the city's website for the date and mark your calendars. In Gaithersburg, I'm Sonia Burke reporting.
According to the Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless, nearly 1,200 people experience homelessness on any given day in our region. Shepherd's Table is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and Iris Argueta takes a look at how this nonprofit agency continues to impact lives.
People that's still lost, empty, in a lot of pain, loss of hope. It's all the feelings that was going through me prior to me coming into this place called Shepherd's Table.
Drugs and alcohol left Rodney Ames on the streets for more than 25 years. But the security guard changed his life when he found Shepherd's Table in Silver Spring.
Being able to first utilize the resources that was given through Shepherd's Table, and from that point on is how my life began to move in the positive perspective of life.
For nearly 30 years, Shepherd's Table has been a beacon of hope for thousands of homeless and needy residents in Montgomery County and nearby areas. The community agency serves hot meals daily, 365 days a year. Executive Director Jackie Coyle says nearly 60,000 people come to Shepherd's Table for services every year.
Shepherd's Table is the way for many people. It's a journey, and I truly believe that they impact our lives as much as we impact their lives on this journey.
But Shepherd's Table is more than just a soup kitchen. It's a resource center where the less fortunate can find referrals for housing, legal assistance, medical services, prescription vouchers, and get their mail.
Here, all of our services are about lifting up people's dignity and helping them to see the value of who they are as human persons.
Shepherd's Table's eye clinic also provides free prescription glasses. But one of the most popular services is the clothes closet. What makes you come here every Monday to give to Shepherd's Table?
If I was so fortunate as to have a good life and a good career, I need to give back.
And former Shepherd's client Rodney Ames will be there to inspire those who don't have a permanent place to call home.
I believe I have something to offer them to be able to give them a sense of hope to want to change their lives.
Does that suit you?
That suits me.
All right, my dear. Then it's yours.
Iris Argueta for County Report This Week.
Here, let me unbutton it.
Shepherd's Table is always in need of cash contributions or clothes donations. If you can help or want to volunteer your time, call 301-585-6463 or visit their website. When we come back, the county executive gets some hands-on time with some lucky students. And Kathy Stanhope will be here with our Pet of the Week when County Report This Week continues.
Bill and Jane Anderson, retired MC faculty members, have given the college $120,000 to support the Montgomery Scholars Program. The Andersons gave more than 80 years of combined service to MC, and their gift will endow the program in perpetuity. MC's men's and women's track team both finished in the top 10 at the NJCAA National Meet in New York. The women's 4x100 relay team led the way with a first-place finish and All-American honors. MC's Germantown campus baseball team won the Region 20 tournament and now heads to the NJCAA World Series in Texas. This is their 6th trip to the series in the last 7 years. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website at montgomerycollege.edu.
A group of Montgomery College business students have initiated an event to prove their business savvy and school spirit. The story now from our friends at Montgomery College.
Fun, fashion, finance. Who's to say you can't enjoy them all at once? Students in Montgomery College's SIFE team, Business and Economics Club, and Fashion Club have gathered to host a fashion show to prove just that. Students in Free Enterprise, or SIFE, is a student-run organization dedicated to providing students with practical application of real-world business skill.
We give confidence to students, they get experience, they get to see how the plan goes, and they also see how a company is rising up.
The fashion show featured current MC students modeling clothes on loan from a local nonprofit retailer, showcasing the diversity of talents that can be found throughout the college.
This is a fashion show that was put on by the Macklin Business School and the SIFE program. That's the Students in Free Enterprise. They've been partnering with us, helping us with our store and doing events like this to help get publicity for us and help let the students here know that we're right next door.
The event blended the dynamics of business and pleasure, affording business students the opportunity to experience the responsibilities and creativity needed to succeed as future leaders, while offering others enjoyable end-of-the-year fun. Dancers took to the stage to show off their skills to the delight of a cheerful audience. Students battled it out in a wing-eating contest, but with this much excitement in one event, everybody was a winner.
Now it's time for our Pet of the Week segment with Kathy Stanhope.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And I have a pair of guinea pigs here today, and they are buddies. This is Crunch and Curly, and they are a bonded pair of female guinea pigs, and they would like to be adopted together because they're 1 year old, and they have been together their whole lives, and they love each other. And as you can tell, they're both very pretty. They're black and white little guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are wonderful for kids who are maybe allergic to cats or dogs, or maybe you don't have a big enough place or you don't want to be walking a dog all the time. Consider a guinea pig. And also remember, we have lots of other animals here at the shelters besides dogs and cats and guinea pigs. We have rabbits and chinchillas. We have a beautiful snake down here right now. We frequently get birds. We even get chickens and an occasional goat or pig. So if you're looking to get any type of animal, please don't go to the pet store. Please give us a call at 240-773-5967 or visit us on the web at mchumane.org. You can see the dogs and you can see the cats, and there's even something to hit or to click on that says other adoptable animals, and you'll see the guinea pigs or rabbits or chinchillas that we have listed. And come on down and see Crunch and Curly and take them home with you, because you know your kids would love to have a pair of adorable guinea pigs.
And finally, County Executive Leggett went back to middle school this week, stepping into the role of teacher. As part of the Teacher for the Day program, the executive taught English classes at Mario Loiterman Middle School in Silver Spring. Mr. Leggett, a former Howard Law School professor, taught 3 periods of advanced English to 8th graders, included in the lesson some Shakespeare. Well, that wraps up this edition of County Report This Week. Be sure to tune in again next week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. And if you are social networking, you can like us on Facebook. I'm Susan Kennedy. Have a great week.